Hi, my name is Megan Reeves, and this is my Native American unit for 3rd grade. The time frame is for 5 weeks, about an hour and a half each day. It addresses many different content standards. Social studies standards include learning about geography, how humans interact with their natural environment, and describing Native American cultures, traditions, and history. Life science standards are learning about diverse life forms in different environments, the positive and negative effects living things can have on their own environment, how some living things can adapt to changes in their environments, but some cannot and become extinct. Language arts standards include writing, speaking, and listening. Math standards are number sense, measurement, geometry, and mathematical reasoning. Dance standards include demonstrating a ceremonial traditional dance, explaining the function of dance within Native American communities, describing the importance of costumes in dance, and demonstrating a Native American dance. Music standards are performing rhythmic patterns, identifying music from different cultures or time periods, and describing how music portrays mood and feeling. Technology standards include creating, communicating, collaborating, information fluency, critical thinking, and problem solving through the use of technology tools. Explicit technological know-how is demonstrated through students' ability to practice safe and responsible digital citizenship while demonstrating an understanding of technology concepts, systems, and operations. Week 1. The first day in the unit begins with a lesson where visual and interpersonal MIs are reached through a drawing activity, where students portray their previous knowledge of Native Americans through picture. Students then view a slideshow of pictures of Native Americans. This technology enhances learning of stereotypical views of Native Americans because so much of our stereotypes are based on visual representation. By seeing a slideshow of pictures, students can make connections to their own prior knowledge and experiences. This leads them into a digital KWL chart and a reflective journal entry. As students are assigned a geographical group of Native Americans, all 8 MIs are reached through activities such as watching a Discovery Education video and using an interactive website on the dwellings of Native Americans. They will also create model dwellings and construct Native American drums. Along with this, they will be listening to Native American drum music and using digital cameras to record their own Native American drum rhythm. They will also learn about important and influential Native Americans using an interactive iPad application, and they will work in groups to organize and graph Native American population data using Microsoft Excel. The second week is very much focused on how Native Americans utilize their natural resources and how their environment affected the way they lived. For this reason, students with a naturalist intelligence will greatly benefit this week. Also, many activities are focused on storytelling, which will tap into the verbal intelligence. Students will use National Geographic for Kids magazine to learn about the Anasazi people and how scientists and historians learn about people from the past. They will hypothesize as to why these people lived where they did and why these people abandoned their homes. They will answer comprehension questions in groups and study tree rings. In their groups, they will use a student-created interactive website to learn about the natural resources found in their group's geographical area and chart their research. Students will sort beans, seeds, and pods into different categories and take digital photos of their sortings. Students will use reference websites to create their own Native American costumes and learn about the difference between myths, legends, and fables. They will do part of this by listening to a podcast on fables. Lastly, students will use an iPad application, Big Red Buzzer, to answer quickly comprehension questions about Native American storytelling. This way of answering is an immediate form of assessment that shows student learning and drives instruction. Week 3 continues the topic on the importance of Native American storytelling and transitions into Native American ceremonies, music, and dance. Verbal, visual, logical, kinesthetic, and musical intelligences are all intentionally addressed through activities and technology. Students will explore another website that contains a number of Native American myths. Visual intelligence is used when students will choose a myth and create their own paper bag art story, where students paint the characters, setting, and basic plot onto a buffalo hide and present their myth to the group. The class will learn about the legend of Bigfoot and the large footprints he has allegedly left behind. The logical intelligence is reached as students learn how to find the area of irregularly shaped objects by estimating the area of their own footprint. Students will spend time listening to Native American music, interpreting the feelings that it expresses, and portraying these feelings through art. Students will also learn about Native American powwows and the importance of music and dance during these ceremonies. Students will strengthen their kinesthetic intelligence by learning a Native American dance by watching an instructional video which students can view in class as well as at home. This is a form of scaffolding which allows students to have extra time to learn the dance, if necessary. This week focuses on stereotypes and begins looking at how early settlers affected the lives of Native groups through the near extinction of the buffalo herds. In particular, it reaches the naturalist, interpersonal, and logical intelligences, as many of these activities require students to compare and contrast views, as well as reflect, analyze, and rationalize their own perspectives on Native Americans. Students will learn more about how and why stereotypes are formed by viewing media items on Native Americans. They will analyze a number of picture books and look for misrepresentations of Native American individuals, tribes, or groups. They will write an email to an author, illustrator, or publisher, either praising or criticizing their portrayal of Native Americans. Students will create a change transparency drawing, which will help them compare their original drawing of a Native American to their current view. Students will read about and reflect on the importance of buffalo to Plains Native Americans. They will use an interactive website to learn about the near extinction of the buffalo and chart the number of uses for each part of the buffalo. Lastly, students will analyze and draw conclusions from buffalo population graphs. In the final week of the unit, students will learn more about animal extinction and the conflicts between Native American groups and settlers. Students will research an endangered animal using a website of animal fact sheets and fill out their own fact sheet for their animal. They will then participate in the Web of Life activity, which is a kinesthetic way of demonstrating to students the process of extinction and the chain reaction that can occur when a living thing becomes extinct. Visual and naturalist intelligences will be used as students watch a video on the Trail of Tears and compare and contrast the Native American way of life with that of European settlers. Students will use an interactive map to learn about the numerous Native American words that are still in use today for various locations, such as states, rivers, and mountains. Finally, students will watch an instructional video on how to put together their own Native American PowerPoint presentation that they will be using for their final group presentation. The culminating activity of the unit will require a few extra days for students to complete any unfinished projects. They will complete a group presentation and a display on their Native American groups, which will require the use of all 8 of Gardner's multiple intelligences. Their presentation and display will include a PowerPoint presentation about their group, replicas of Native American artifacts, models of their group's dwellings, a graph of the group's population over time, their Native American journals, their Venn diagrams comparing their initial view of Native Americans to their current views, and, of course, they must be wearing their Native American costumes. In conclusion, this unit uses technology to reach students with any set of MI strengths, with the integration of visually stimulating instruction, hands-on and interactive activities, group collaboration, and reflective assignments through the medium of creating art and journal writing. Thanks for your time.